Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. How y'all doing today out there today? I got a little lesson here. And this lesson gonna be, who is Israel today? What nation is Israel today? And also, is salvation for all? Or did Christ die for all? And we're gonna start with who is Israel first. Who is the nation of Israel to this day? And we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 1:1. And it reads, "These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel." Let me read that again. It says, "These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on the side of Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Taphel, and Laban, and Hazeroth, and Dizahab." Excuse me for the mispronunciation or whatnot. These are some very difficult words or names or whatnot to try to pronounce. But we got that established. He talking to all Israel. And we know, if you know the story from when Moses brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, it was all Israel. It wasn't nobody but the Israelites who he's talking to in the wilderness. And I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. And it says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God." That hearken means listen. If we not listen to the voice of the Lord thy God, it's a voice. So you hear this voice, so it's hearken. Okay? "To observe to do all his commandments." To observe to do all his commandments and the statutes which I command thee this day. That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So, if Israel was to, if he's saying right here, if you don't do my commandments, my statutes, and my judgment, then all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So let's find out some of the curses, you know what I'm saying, that would fit the nation of Israel today, because we all know that they didn't keep his commandments. You know, they rebelled. They was a stiff-necked people. Well, let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 30. And it reads, "Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lay with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof." Now, what do that sound like? When we came here off the ships and slavery or whatnot, we had our married Hebrew Israelite men that had wives, and the so-called white man slept with the slave wives forcibly, So what other nation has that happened to? I'm only seeing one people. Let's keep going. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And it reads, "And thou shalt become," and thou meaning you, the children of Israel. He's talking to Israel. "And thou shalt become an astonishment." Now, aren't when so-called black people looked at, it's an astonishment? Something they doing, how they looking, something. Okay. A proverb and a byword. A proverb is put you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. The byword, Negro, African American, black, everything but your God-given name. Who did that sound like? Who do it sound like? Let me read more. Deuteronomy 28 and 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them. For they shall go into captivity. Let me read that again. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them. For they shall go into captivity, slavery. Who that sound like? Whose sons and daughters was taken? Huh? Okay, let's go on. Deuteronomy 28 and 45. And it reads, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou beest destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he command thee. So right there, these curses gonna overtake us. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep reading. Deuteronomy 28 and 46. And they shall fall upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. And what's going to be a sign unto us, unto the whole earth? These curses that's put on the children of Israel or whatnot. But it says, and they shall be upon thee. What's going to be upon thee? These curses for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. And it's a sign right now who the children of Israel is, and it's a wonder because it's like unbelievable right now. We was always taught or told that, you know what I'm saying, the fake Jews over there in Jerusalem are the true Jews, which is a lie from the pits of hell. Okay, let me keep going. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. Who was we serving today? Who was we serving when we got off them slave ships? Which the Lord shall send against thee. He said, the Bible says the Lord sent them against us. Huh? In hunger. He sent them against us in hunger. We got to go to them for food. And in thirst. We got to go for them for water. We got to pay for water. And in nakedness, we got to buy our clothes from them too. And in one of all things, driver's license, birth certificate, death certificate, whatever you need, you got to go to your enemies to get it. That's what the Most High saying. And he shall put a yoke, wait a minute now, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And right now you don't see yoke of irons on our necks, because our mind destroyed. Our mind destroyed. We think we black. We think we African. We don't know who the hell we are. But these other nations, they know who we are. They know, especially our enemy, they know. But let me keep reading. Deuteronomy 28 and 49. Let's go to the next verse. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Huh? We're not going to understand these people's tongue. This is not our original tongue. Let me get a verse as far as the Most High speaking to his people in another tongue. Okay, I got it. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 28 and 11. Isaiah chapter 28 and 11. 28 and 11. And it reads, now you remember the scripture I just read, as far as a nation with a strong language, coming to get us. But Isaiah 28 and 11 reads, for with stammering lips and another tongue will I speak to this people. So he gonna speak to us in another language. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Is it the language, before the first verse? I mean, before this verse right here? What is that? Deuteronomy 28 and 49. He said we wasn't gonna understand that language. See, this is precept upon precept. For with stammering lips and another tongue will I speak to this people. Huh? Okay. Let's get back to the curses, though. I just wanted to, put that out there, though. But let's go. Deuteronomy 28. And Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Let's talk about black on black crime. It's in the Bible. Deuteronomy 28, 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom. Who that sound like? And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Let me read that again. And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Now, who has the thing where in that nation the fathers leave their sons and their daughters? What nation of people, is like that? I'll let y'all answer that in the comments or however y'all want to answer it. But let's keep going. Deuteronomy 28. And Deuteronomy 28, 64. And it reads, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. Who scattered among all people? We know. From one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods. Huh? We serving other gods all day. Your Caesar Borgia, your Islam. We serving different gods every day. Still to this day. It says, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And we know what the wood and stone going into. The wood is going into the cross, and the stone is going into the Kabbalah stone over in Mecca. I hope I said that right. I might have, ate it up, but it's okay. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Remember, Moses is talking to the Israelites right now. And he's saying, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Meaning slavery. If you go to, I think it's Exodus 20 and 2. I hope I'm right. Exodus 20 and 2. Yeah, that's it. Exodus 20 and 2. It says, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So that's the house of bondage, meaning slavery. So we know, as far as him bringing us back into Egypt again. He said again. We only know it happened. We all know that it happened one time. So, but he's saying again. Now let me read. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt. Let's trade that word with slavery, okay? And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships. This time you go into slavery, you going in ships. What people went in ships into slavery? Again, y'all think about it, you know what I'm saying? Chew on it a little bit. And it says, by the way where I spoke unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And this our last slavery right here. We ain't gonna see it no more. It says, and there, once we get there, ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Let me read that again. Ye shall be sold unto your enemies. So, so-called black people or whatnot, we were sold to our enemies, okay? For bondmen, slave men, and slave women. And no man shall buy you, okay? I think, just in these 16 minutes or whatnot, I established who the children of Israel is to this day, what nation. And it's the so-called Negroes, the so-called African Americans, the so-called blacks or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We spread it across the four corners of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We got some in Mexico. We got some Australia. We around this world. You know what I'm saying? But they Negroes though. You know what I'm saying? They Negroes. Don't get it twisted or whatnot. They Negroes. But I'm not the one who judged who was Israel, so I'm gonna leave that to the Most High and Yahweh. But Jeremiah 17 and 4, it reads, and thou, there goes the thou, meaning and you, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. Huh? He talking to Israel. He said that we gonna discontinue from the heritage that he gave us. And if you look around and you look at the the so-called African American, the Negro or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the Hebrew Israelite, you know what I'm saying, you look and you see they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. They don't know their own language. They have the slave master's last name. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a trip because my last name is the same as a real known comedian or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And I was always wondering, like, damn, is we cousins? You know, we got to be family here. How you get my last name? I know now. No, we ain't family. We had the same goddamn slave masters. I had to think about it. But once I thought about it, I'm like, whoa, it was like, oh man, that's messed up. But let me continue. It says, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And I mean, come on now. He say he gonna cause thee to serve thine enemies. And who we serving now? That's it on that. That's no matter of fact. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. No, it's not. That ain't it. Let's go to 1 Kings. 1 Kings 8 and 47. 1 Kings 1 Kings 8:47, and it reads, "Yet if they shall bethink themselves in the land whither they were carried captives," if we remember ourselves, and repent, turn from our wicked ways, don't go back to doing it no more, and make supplication unto thee in the land of them that carried them captives, saying, we have sinned. Yes, Most High, we have sinned. Yes, I have sinned. Yes, and have done perversely. We have committed wickedness. So the Most High telling us we got to remember ourselves in the land of our captive. Okay, let's go to Baruch. This is out the Apocrypha that was taken, out of the 1611 Bible. But let's go to Baruch. Let's go to Baruch 2:30. And it reads, that they will not hear me, because it is a stick-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. Prophecy being fulfilled. Huh? Okay, let's go to Isaiah 42 and 24. Isaiah 42 and 24. Because we can't give our enemy this credit. You know what I'm saying? We can't. We can't give the enemy the credit for what happened to us. We can't do it. So Isaiah 42 and 24. And it reads, who gave Jacob for a spoil? Who gave Jacob to the robbers? Who gave him to the spoil? Meaning, who gave Israel to the spoil? Jacob is Israel, Israel is Jacob. We know that, okay? Who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord? He's saying, did not I do it? He against whom we have sinned. We sinned against the Most High. So he the one did this to us. For they will not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law. For all you people that say the law is done away with, the law is not done away with. Christ, he backs that up in what is it? I think it's Matthew 5 and let's get it. We gotta get it. Let's get it, man. We read scripture here. We don't just go off our own understanding. This is Matthew 5 and 17. It says, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So he said he ain't come to destroy the law or the prophets. And that's Christianity right there, talking about some laws done away with. Y'all crazy. Okay, Isaiah 44 and 3. Isaiah 44 and 3. And this is how we remembering, who we are. This is why. This is Isaiah 44 and 3. And it says, for I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessings upon thine offspring. So the Most High, he putting the spirit on his people to wake up. And we doing it by the hundreds of thousands. We waking up. We waking up, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this truth for about since 2015. 2014. So it's been 5 years now. But all praises to the Most High through his son Yahushua. Let me see. Let's go to Baruch 4. 4 and 6. And it reads, ye were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies. So he delivered us to the enemies. Verse 7, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to God. Huh? Verse 8, ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nourished you. This is verse 10, for I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. Who was the everlasting? The Most High, Yahweh. Come on now. With joy did I nourish them. So he nourished us with joy, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Huh? What? I bet a lot of people, you know, especially people who's not in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Especially the people who don't know who the children of Israel is. You know what I'm saying? Because everything centers around the children of Israel. What is it? Amos. I'm gonna go to Amos 3 and 1. Amos 3 and 1. Amos 3 and 1. Amos 3 and 1, and it reads, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel. O children of the whole world? No. O children of Israel. Against the whole family, against the whole world? No, the whole family of Israel, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Huh? He ain't dealing with the other nations. Israel only. And what? Oh, he changed it? Oh, did God just suddenly just change what he said? Well, let's look. Malachi 3 and 6. Let's go there. See what Malachi said. Malachi 3 and 6. And it reads, it says, for I am the Lord. I change not. He said he don't change. He changed not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed, and we are not consumed. You know what I'm saying? Not Jacob, not Israel. Now let's go to, let me see, what is that? I'm gonna go to Hebrews. Because just like Yahweh, the Father, the Son, just like him. Just like him. Let's go to Hebrews. Hebrews 13 and 8. Hebrews 13 and 8. Hebrews 13 and 8 is a script. And it reads, Jesus Christ the same yesterday and today and forever. He just like his pops. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't like to say the word Jesus, because it's a Greek God name. You know what I'm saying? We don't supposed to even utter them names off our lips or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna break it down to JC or Caesar Borgia, who his real name is, the so-called white Jesus. But I just wanted to get that established as far as, you know what I'm saying, the Most High, he don't change. Neither do his son. So as far as, these other nations, Yahweh Shah dying for the other nations, that's a lie. That's a bald-faced lie. That is a lie. Lie. And let me prove that. Let's do this now. Where can I start? Well, I can start at Matthew 1 and 21. Let's go there. Matthew 1 and 21, and it reads, and she shall bring forth a son. Who is the she? Talking about Mary. And thou shalt call his name, I'm going to say Yahushua. It's Yahushua. For he shall save his people from their sins. Could y'all explain that? His people? Oh, that ain't enough clarification for you? Luke 1 and 68. Let's go there. See what that says. And it reads, blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people. There it go again, his people. Sounding possessive right there. It says, and he, and it says, and hath raised up a horn of salvation for us. Who's the us? Israel. In the house of his servant David. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. The same thing the prophets were saying, Israel only. That we should be saved from our enemies. Whoa, wait a minute now. That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Who is our enemies? It tells you that in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to really go into who our enemy is, all our enemies, Psalms 83. Just go there. Finish reading. That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant. Right. That promise was to our fathers. That was going to be given to us, to our father's seed, us. And the covenants. The first covenant and the second covenant, huh? It ain't for everybody. 73, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham, that he would grant us of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear. We ain't gonna serve the Most High in fear no more. But just to get the gist of that, we know who we talking about. He's talking about Israel and Israel only. Let me see. Let's go to Yahushua. See what he say. Because he's saying something totally different than what I hear Christians say and people who don't know what they talking about. Let's go to Matthew, what is it? Matthew 18 and 11. And this ain't even in a lot of Bibles. For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost. And who lost? Who a lost people? Who a lost nation? Just think about that for a minute. What is it? Okay. Matthew 14 and 24. And it reads, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He ain't sent to nobody else. He's not sent to nobody but the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know, a lot of people like to go to John 3:16, but, you know, a learned Hebrew, you know, will dissect that with probably 2 or 3 scriptures, you know. But I just wanted to put this out there, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all haven't been seeing us. We've been real busy, you know. I got this project, you know, as far as just remodeling this apartment, and I've just been real busy. My wife, she's been working hard too, you know. But, you know, if we get a chance to get a video out, you know, and I get a chance to edit them, you know, it's a lot with the editing too. Maybe I should just do flat out videos and not try to edit them, because it's time consuming. But like my son say, Lawson, he say, hit that like button and smash that notification button. Something like that. But Israel, Judah, all the 12 tribes, much love. All around the four corners of the earth, much love to the Hebrew Israelites. I hope this lesson educate somebody, or edify somebody where they can take it and pass it on. But we deal with truth here, on the old channel. We don't deal with lies. And if you coming on here with lies, we're gonna expose you. You know what I'm saying? Thus said the Most High. So with that being said, shalom.